Get ready for moisture.
Ooh.
Get ready for moisture like you've never seen it.
Well, I mean,
Imagine.
are you sure?
Well,
I mean,
I think it's.
I've seen some shit.
We see this before. This is
every time.
This is the same moisture as last time. I'm ready for new moisture.
Oh, you want a whole different?
Well, listen. I'm gonna talk to Josh. I'm gonna say, Josh, listen. Don't you? Every time we make one of these.
I don't really see that as a problem.
Yeah, I mean, what's the downside? But it's like, but I like to think that the process for making one of those is to completely submerge a black magic camera in several gallons of beer. Hello, it is I, your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horcrims. And however it came to be, you've fallen ass backwards into Twitch's Brewing Show. Acquisitions Intoxicated. I am joined, as almost always, by Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster Eric J. Benson, though it may be that you know this gentleman via some of his aliases. For example, Azerbaijan, Notorious EJB, Edge Benson, Enrique Iglesias. I mean,
Wow, that's a new one.
Oh, anonymous gifter. Thank you so much for these anonymous gifts. I see mortals inside this channel that have been longtime allies. Oh, and foe. Thank you so much. Always good to see you, pal. Now, you will be very pleased. Hang around for the 3 o'clock show, foe, because we have the orcs ready to hit the table. EMW, also you, I guess. Jeez, Peril. Wow, this has a bar feeling now.
Yeah,
it should
really
be
does.
said. It should be said.
It's like Norm, you know.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like come in. It's
Yeah.
late. You know, we're getting in it. But listen, it's like this. We are here to give you that which you already own, the art and science of brewing. But of course, there is a ritual.
Yeah, we need a cheers emote.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really funny.
Yeah, we got the 2
logo,
mugs.
Yeah. No, like the cheer, like remember the show. Like,
Oh yeah.
Did you watch Cheers?
No.
No, of course not. You didn't watch Frasier.
I didn't.
So you have no fucking clue about any of these references.
No, but I know that they're well meant. I know that they're earnest references, and I respect them. Obviously, no, Stiggs, you didn't miss the beer. We haven't even done it. Now, but of course, there's a ritual. We have to, adhere in all ways to the monomyth. It's the hero's journey, but for beverages. Now, historically, and certainly you're going to see it. So you should understand that Ghostly Clockwork, who is operating one of the cameras, just subbed to the channel he is operating a camera for. If there's any better indication of quality, I mean, what can be said? Now, but we're going to start, of course, by putting grains et al. Into this crucible. And then I will introduce it flawlessly into the brewing device. Then we will sample a beer that we have made previously, in this exact instance, What Ails You. And then we're off to the races to create a new product. And the cycle shall continue. So I guess first things first, what do you have over there?
Oh yeah,
I
I guess we have something to put in there. Huh?
In that sack.
Sorry, a little out of it. So, beer we go.
Oh, it's the orc one.
Yeah.
Okay. I was ready.
Man, I respect that.
I was ready. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Is this going to be your new thing? Is this something we can expect?
it's a new tagline.
Is this we can expect?
Yeah.
Something we can expect every time? I hope so. Let's continue to embroider it.
Yeah.
But that's the product we're looking at up there. What should we expect from this bad boy?
This is actually really cool. Remember, this is pale malt or Maris Otter,
right?
with biscuit and special B.
But it's a take on a red, right?
Yeah. This is essential. Yeah. This is like a bakery in the bag.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's sweet. Sometimes it's sweet because there's some novel secondary grains and things like that, right? And they're imparting something crazy. This is just all good stuff.
Yeah, like everything good. Everything good you want to see.
All
in the
good
world.
things, exactly. Yeah. All good things that the body craves and celebrates.
This is like one of those, like, I want to make pizza dough with this afterwards.
Yes. Well, it's such a great blend. Oh man, here, let's get these shuffled down here. Oh, see, and that's the best part about this is that
I smell from here.
I know, dude. I know.
That's real cool.
Oh,
But I mean, if you think about it, it's that Maris Otter.
That's the key.
Right? The toasty biscuity of.
Well, exactly.
And
as a
extreme
base,
caramel.
As a base, it's
Caramel,
like we've been trying to put in the classic ones, like, and just trying to reassert the idea that pale malt is a great base.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? But for a red, which is mostly about like malt you can chew, I think it's going to be a really nice one.
Yeah, and the thing is, we didn't like overdo it with our secondary grains. They're like they consist about 14 to 15% of the total bill,
Exactly right.
which is really where you want to be with it.
It's a touch.
Yeah.
Oh, and it has not suffered for it at all. Oof. That smells right. Oh, and then Magnum was the big gun.
Literally.
We wanted to come after it with something crazy. Well,
right.
listen, great news.
You got a scale?
Yep.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yep, I got the scale right here. And I also have this. You might not have seen one of these bad boys before.
That's not a scale, that's a bowl.
This is the scale.
Yep.
And then the bowl is right here.
Oh,
so
good.
it's very straightforward.
Yeah,
You place the bowl
anybody
here.
would know.
And then
The scale there.
like
yeah,
so.
Totally. Makes complete sense. I mean, that's how I would do it.
Go ahead and get this popped open here.
Yep.
And
Fantastic work.
it couldn't be easier,
No,
friends.
Absolutely not. Look at that.
And you can put, and then obviously you put some grains.
Yep. That's how
in
it
there.
works.
Is that,
Spot on. I mean,
is this,
how
is
do you,
this brewing? Here.
I mean, just amazing.
Here, let's try. Here, I'm just gonna try something crazy, just for the channel. Now, we're zeroed out, and we're ready to get crazy. Now, my suspicion is that Magnum.
Tell you what to do with that.
Yeah. How much of this is going in here?
Quarter of an ounce.
Quarter of an ounce. Perfect. Can do. Yeah, it smells. Smells like weaponry.
Wow.
That's
like,
big, but it's like you can't pin it down.
No, 'cause
it's like
every hop rolled into one.
This is all hops pelletized.
it's like tackleberry, just as
Yeah,
coming at
exactly,
you.
exactly. All right, whoa. That last one did damage to my sinuses. Come on,
You got it?
so close. Ah. Look at that. Look at that. All right, now,
Delight.
behold,
Man, getting better at this. Oh,
the ancient ritual. Oh, here, don't worry. I can soft shoe for a while.
can you?
No.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Watch it. Watch it happen. Worst case, listen, there's no stress.
Oh.
There's no tension. The worst case scenario, my friend, is that we'll simply go over to this tap and get beer. I'd be happy to drink some of the beers we made while you do some light data entry. That's fine.
What was this? This was an Irish red, wasn't it?
It was indeed. All right. The instrument is ready. It's Destiny Foretold.
From ages ago.
Oh, that's right. This isn't too crazy, right?
No, it takes
You go ham on that. Here, watch this.
2 seconds.
Look at this. Now, but I need you focused on that because
Because you don't want me to see the shit.
no,
you're
I don't
doing.
want you to see.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't want you to see me shame myself before this instrument. Now,
I get your game now. And it's
I'm looking at it. Now watch this. Everybody from home, I know that you've written in. You've been like, hey,
No, we just need to hear it, Jerry.
What'd you do? What the hell was that?
I'm doing great.
Are you?
Shut up.
Do you need a pill or something for what's going on down there?
Don't look at me. All right, now, here we go. Now, I am ready at a moment's notice.
Well, here's what's really great.
To click at will.
Ooh, beer. We go.
Well, what?
Hey, go for it.
Spinach. What is going on?
Hey, praise spinach. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Praise indeed.
Right.
Spinach.
I agree with the spinach. The Fifth Element just subscribed finally. We know
that's
that.
not true. I did a great job. No,
Did you fuck it up?
No, I did a great job, like always. Any scraping you might have heard. Now, it goes two ways.
Streamlining it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm making it more aerodynamic. Now, here we go. Let me see if this worked. Let me see if this works. Okay.
Listen, I'm
if
good on my end.
there was no scraping, and that is good. But if there was scraping, that is also good for a different reason.
Really?
I
What's
think,
that reason?
Jerry,
I would
you
love to
need
hear it.
Sing to counteract the scraping.
You know, Josh is actually
think
kind of
that
right.
might be it.
You've been falling off the ball there, friend, for like a year. Just throwing it out there.
Unless you want to drink another sour.
Yeah, God, I guess that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, how about that?
We probably want to do that. Well, here, let me get this.
Maybe like some Enya or something? I don't know.
Yeah. We'll get the Orinoco flow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna put my hand on this. Well, is that sufficient, or do I actually have to manually interact with it?
Fine.
You think so?
Well, you're too scared to. Oh,
It is about the diaphragm support.
is it?
It is about yes. It's vital. This is a crucial zone.
I mean, I feel like monks have been in that position for ages in doing their mantras. I mean, but you know,
Yeah.
who is it? You know,
Make good beer.
yeah, they also
look,
make
honestly,
good beer.
Yeah.
So
beer
you
and
know,
local flow. Here, all we need is a track, basically, right? We just need
Yeah.
something to inspire the grains. I forget. So
not Judgment Night.
here, so
Let's bring
that soundtrack?
back. Yeah.
just another victim. We can't owe monks. I mean, that's true. That's a big part of it. The cloistering is exactly right here. Tapping my Gregorian chant. Do you remember when Gregorian chant?
It was huge?
There was that period in the 90s where
Yeah.
it's just like fucking monks.
Like,
Who knew about
why?
this? Do you remember this?
Why
Josh?
did that become a thing? Was that Enya that brought it back? Like somebody brought it back, right?
They started pressing it on
Yeah.
DVDs.
The VHS had it. It wasn't even. We weren't even at the DVD phase.
Well, here, let me get this.
Oh, Enigma. That's what it was,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Enya.
Yeah,
Enigma.
but there's all kinds of chanting in it in Enya too.
Yeah, but Enigma was the one that we, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Skip. I don't need any. You know perfectly well how many batches we've made
Oh, I do. I'm still just, you know.
in this instrument.
Hey, look at that.
Now watch this.
Started even with all that plastic you scraped in there.
Well, no. If anything, like I said, you didn't hear any plastic. But if you did, that's good for another reason.
Yeah. What is that reason?
It's just cool.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's just,
Done. Sold. Ship it.
what's the reason? It's cool and fun.
Yeah.
I think that's upside down, Jerry.
God damn it. I'm
Trying to help you out.
fucking some. You just. I don't know how it works. All right, hey, no, that's good. Now, but we still need it. Edward Enigma. I'm trying to think. I have a specific. Are you listening for chanting? I'm trying. Who's going?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm great actually. Times, you know what? It's nothing but shaming. It's a very crazy combination
right.
of
Like
5 sub bombs
yeah.
and anti-Jerry hate.
There's a lot of gaslighting going on here. It's like, we love you. Fuck you. We hate you. We love you. We hate you. You okay? You gonna? I mean, seriously. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah.
You make it out of this.
Oh yeah.
Great.
I'm completely. I can't be. This is not a valid avenue of attack for me. That's not my psychology. But
Sublighting.
It's very sophisticated.
That was great.
Actually, but no. I need something that I can use to inspire the grains. But maybe the chat remember because it's what's head
Right?
retention.
Or no, a kiss from a rose. I mean, some seal. Like always great. MFTs lost dozens of dollars today.
Here. Oh, did they? MFTs, well, they didn't cost you anything to begin with, you goose. If you purchased an MFT, that's your own mouth. That's your own fucking fault. Yes, creamy mouthfeel. That's right. Creamy mouthfeel and head retention, right? Let's see. I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels, yeah. Now that your rose is in bloom, something
It hits the bloom on the grave.
Oh God, I hope I didn't fuck the
Good finish.
I hope I didn't. Well, we'll see. We'll try to drink.
Yeah.
Oh, here, dances with dirt. What did I walk into? Oh my God. Yeah, listen. We don't need these clips. Listen. Let's come back over here.
That was delightful.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I loved every minute of it.
Okay, when you don't have the first tone and then you're hunched down.
I'm gonna get one of those keynote blowers.
It's a weird All right, here, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's try this out. So, what ails you? If anybody,
I could tell you right now what's getting me.
Yeah, I'll tell you what my issue is.
So this is two-row Victory Malt and Special B and Belma.
Oh, well, we love the fucking malt bill. Belma's kind of a kinky choice for the rest of that. Don't know about the sound of this foam. I'll tell you that first.
Was it talking to you?
Yeah.
Taking some weird drugs before this?
Well, typically. But what I'm saying is that you can sort of see, when you see the foam, right? With a really broad, so not a lacy bubble, but like a broad, fizzy bubble. Typically, yeah, when I smell it, I got another.
It's a broken streak.
I don't think the recipes are the problem. That's the difference.
No, it's the clogging contamination.
This is when we had an issue with the machine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait a few weeks rinse machine.
Okay. Well, listen, that's bad in a different way. But it is not so bad that I would not drink it.
Well, it's not carbonated, really.
Yeah. I think that if it had a different, that would carry a lot of this, I think. But I don't like the middle of this malt. I think that we might even want to rebrew this. Because the malt bill.
Apple juice.
Yeah. It's some kind of acid in there, right? It's some kind of like a acetyl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have nothing but good things to say about like the taste and texture of it. But something goofy happened, I think, during fermentation.
Actually, you know what? I mean, if this was more carbonated, I think it'd be fine.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because
It's a cool color.
it's supposed to be fruity. It's supposed to,
Yeah. I and it like I say, in terms of the guts and structure, I mean, I would use this as a platform, actually.
No, this is a Belgian. This is fine.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, okay, if it's a Belgian, then things are then matters are different. See, that's the thing about Belgian. It's
How
like,
do you think it was?
well, I didn't know what kind. I was just thinking about the ale.
No,
Like the name.
Belgian.
Here. No, but you have to understand, like,
Okay,
so
bring it back to that idea.
Yeah, exactly. Because Belgians have flavors that you would consider off flavors in other beers. Okay. Yeah, you're right. No,
Yeah, it tastes like a Belgian.
no, this just tastes like a Belgian.
It just needs more carbonation.
Exactly right. That would change the texture a lot, but that's actually solid.
yeah.
Right? If it's a Belgian.
Yeah.
Because you're like, okay, clove and banana, something got fucked up in that one.
No, it's great.
No, this is actually live. No. That's actually a classic Belgian
Yeah,
profile.
Flagusco, the ABV is 7.5.
Okay.
And it doesn't give you a 7.5.
No, it's the malt.
Yeah, I'm just scared to drink a lot of this.
Well, you shouldn't.
Off my ass off of. I don't know if I should be drinking
No.
this right now.
7.5 isn't bad, and certainly we've done more.
No, we've done way.
We
high-
capped.
way
I mean,
high.
our cap is 14, I think. Where was Doomgate Dark Wine? Was that 12 or 14? I guess we know, right? We can just look it up because, God, and that was just a different era, dude. That was when we were making that stuff, and then I was bringing it down the stairs and hiding it in that closet down in the warehouse.
9.9.
Okay. You know why though? Part of the reason it was 9.9 is because, especially with the older Pico, there's hard limits on.
Yeah, and what you could put in, but I think there was a Modron thing in there for the 9.9.
Oh no, it was the oil.
Oil, yeah.
Remember, it was like it's like the Modron fluid. No, I think that you're exactly right. If this had part of it is that because of the ABV and the lack of carbonation, that has just altered it a lot.
The interesting thing is it's carbonated, but it's not carbonated enough.
Enough for this ABV.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it has
it was
this
brewed-
is the color. I mean, this is what it should look like.
That's Doomgate. And you're right. That was brewed, Talp, in 2017. What?
What's that?
You're in there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am
September of 2017.
I am into this actually.
I like it.
This is cool.
Yeah.
I was like, well, especially after the smash that ended up smelled like tropical fruit, right?
Oh yeah.
I was like, I didn't know if we were like on the downside of a streak or something.
No, I think it's just old number 54.
Yeah, it's just the wicked crucible
Jettison that keg into space.
called 54.
No, this tastes like a cool Belgian bread.
Yeah. This is Belgian. This is Belgian baked goods, essentially, right? Oh, Tyrannosaurus, thank you so much. Goodness gracious. Now, 2017, yes, imagine it.
Wow.
Well, and that was very early in our career, actually.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the year we started, I think. Yeah, I know. Dirt, this is insane. This is crazy pants. And Duggo, obviously, thank you so much. I don't know what's going on out there today, but I'm not going to turn it down. Jesus Christ.
All right, bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Man, I would love to rebrew
War
or
Priest was August of 2017.
yeah. See, so and I think we put dark wine down to rest that same year, coming up on Christmas because we were trying to like communicate that like beer has seasons too, right? In a natural like according to German traditional brewing.
Nightbot has it on its freaking nose. 4 years and 3 months, 8 days, 1 hour, and 17 minutes,
thanks,
28
Nightbot.
seconds.
Wild.
Wow. Anyways, what were you saying? It was just a wild number to see.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I don't really believe in that.
You're right.
Like 2019, don't believe in it in the classic sense. But no, I just remember when we started it, you were like, "Hey, we're gonna do this show," and I was like, "Hey, that sounds cool." You know how it is.
No. We were drunk. I remember exactly how we were doing it. We were doing our walk for the C team, and we were at the Fox, which is this really cool little beer spot. And we're like,
It is nice.
man, what if we? And this was like a couple pints in. We
Yeah.
were like, what if we did a beer show?
It's the typical
Maybe
thing.
like a couple people would watch. No, apparently everybody likes
It's
it.
the typical. It's the typical. It's one of these plans that gets hatched in a bar.
Yeah.
But it actually happened.
Yeah.
Probably because of Eric, is my suspicion. Yeah, it's the ultimate drunk idea. It's like, well, I mean, but this is one of the things. Like, occasionally, if I am drunk or in a quiet moment, I will
Play Enigma.
Yeah. Turn to innocent. No. You're right. Exactly. No. I occasionally suspect, and I understand that this is a very drunken thought. I'm not drunk yet, or maybe I don't know. We'll see. I had like one cashew for breakfast.
A solitary shoe.
That it is an organism. Has this ever occurred to you that alcohol is itself an organism that propagates through its consumption and manufacture?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean,
It's deep.
Pirro, I don't need this.
That's deep.
I'm not even saying it's deep. I'm just saying that if it were to be true, it has definitely worked. Like, point to me in our arc where I am incorrect.
You sure that's 7.3?
Well, it kills me. Honestly. Times I don't need your.
I mean, it's made
fucking
by
horseshit.
organisms, so it technically is an organism of its own making.
Well, okay, Pirro, God. Anyway, it was like 2 cashews. No, all I'm saying is, and that's it. So, no, it's the spice.
It's the
Taste
spice.
the spice. There is big spice here. I assume from the Belgian
Oh yeah.
yeast. It has a bizarre taste.
This is wild yeast. Literally wild yeast.
Is the yeast still alive in the beer? This is a good question here. It depends on the beer.
I mean, technically, yes. It goes dormant once you get to a certain level of temperature. So it'll go dormant. You can literally take yeast out. It's called siphoning off the krausen off the top. And you can take it off and put it in a jar, let it go dormant, and then you can rehydrate it.
Yeah.
And it comes back to life. And then put it back on beer.
Well, I mean,
So Bass Ale is notorious for this. They've been using the same exact yeast strain for over 100 plus years. They just siphon it off and then put it back
well, you know, and do you remember when we did that batch with 2 beers for that event?
Yep.
And after we had made our wort in his like hand welded 3-step thing, we just took the wort over to one of their fermenters, and then he just pulled yeast out of the bottom.
Yep, totally.
Right, like basically set it over there right on the floor, and then, you know, put some out, closed it back up, and that was it.
Yeah.
That was how they did the inoculation, right?
Yep,
It wasn't from a packet or something.
They make these, for breweries, they make these big machines now that
Oh, they did
literally just propagate yeast.
just cycle them.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you would make it in a flask or whatever, right?
Because when you pitch it at that volume, you need to have so many billions
Billions of
yeast.
creatures, right?
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, I feel like we got through the first part. I was very glad to learn that this is a Belgian.
Yeah.
Because that means that
means it actually worked.
That means the streak is back.
Yeah.
But I do think it would be cool to try this at a different level of carbonation.
I agree.
Or to mess around with that particular mix of malts in another way too.
Yeah, War Piece was fucking wild, wasn't it? Look at that recipe.
Oh, is it up there too? Here, well, I mean, toss it up. I mean, that was our first beer ever, right?
Yeah.
That
was a black IPA.
I know. What they call in the Northwest a Cascadian dark ale. But exactly. But I mean, all I'm saying is that there is a lot of flavor in that beer, and we know this because it drove them wild at the SCA.
Yeah. Look at that. Pale malt, Maris Otter, caramel, Carafa. Columbus was the start with the Tomahawk, and then we finished it off with Pacific, a metric ton of Pacific Jade.
Yeah. And so what's funny is that we did this, and then we mostly stay away from IPAs, but this we kicked off with a bang. I don't even think we were using polls yet. I think on the first episode of the show, it was not we weren't using our poll.ma.pe yet.
Yeah.
All right. So are we ready for adventure? I suspect so. Oh yeah, Demetrius. I mean, again, this is our purpose, right? We're here to give you that which you already know. The art and science of brewing. Now, while I get this set up really quick, yeah, I'm about getting weird. That's my whole thing. Has anybody checked out?
That's what I do.
Yeah, let's get weird. Have you seen Gravity Falls in its entirety?
I'm gonna fucking kill you right now.
Have you though?
Yeah, I've watched it multiple times.
Is Bill Cipher not one of the most chilling villains of all time?
amazing.
You want some deer teeth?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Where are
That
you
show's
going
for
with this?
kids.
I mean, I'm happy you brought it up, but
That's his whole thing is let's get weird.
Yeah, okay.
Mwah.
Yeah.
Now-
Gravity Falls is just.
It's something else. Now, what I was going to say, let's get
Did
these.
somebody ever find the statue?
Yes.
They did?
Okay, good.
That's cool.
All right, now we have everything that we need to know, but what I was going to ask before we got underway is, has anybody checked out the Halo,
I wanted to.
the Halo Infinity?
It looks great. It looks so good.
Jackalman, that is literally what Mike said. Yeah, and Shroom, I can see you in there all the time. I like it. Only finite Halo? Well, fair enough.
Oh,
I mean, that's fine. I have played it on 1X, and I've also played it on PC.
yeah.
And it is really good on both of those. I haven't tried Series X, but I suspect I know more or less what it would be like.
Yeah.
They're very difficult to buy. A Series X costs $1,000.
I feel like I've got to go like.
Too much.
Yeah, that's way.
Too much. Oh, Tio, absolutely. We fucked them up.
Oh,
We always
Enlisted?
fuck them up. Oh yeah, dude. Enlisted, we have got the squad, and we have got the equipment to deal with it. Yeah, Shroom Pants. I saw that you were messing around with Academy. I think this AM. I've done a few of the weapon tests just to see if any of the new shit, but man, I really, really like it. But that's because I haven't played Halo in a while.
Yeah,
if I was like
it looks great.
if I was still playing Halo, maybe I'd be like, okay, this is more Halo.
I guess.
Now, one thing they have to do. This is actually what tomorrow's strip is about. One thing we need. You need to earn XP just for playing a match. So the way that you get XP toward your battle pass and like unlocking shit is you basically, it's like quests, like daily quests, like kill so many with this, that type of stuff. And
That's fine.
Some of the, yeah, you can get those by playing, but at the same time, it's like, I should get some XP for
Just playing.
for playing the
Yeah.
game, right?
You know what game did that really well was Paladins.
Oh God, we played the fuck out of Paladins.
Yeah.
Paladins is underrated in my opinion. Paladins is still good. I went back and played a few rounds.
Yeah. I like that game.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. All right, now we are done.
I just want to go to the Gulch. And
Now we are done.
What the Gulch looks like now.
The Gulch looks right.
Probably the same.
I'm here to tell you right. Yeah, your friend's son. Yeah, Paladins is legitimately awesome. Yeah, and Lemon, I haven't had a chance to see the DRG pass, but DRG it doesn't even cost anything. It's just a level up progression
Just
system
do
where
your
you
stuff.
get shit.
That's great.
All right, now it's time to get to work.
Yeah, we should do something, right? Like
It's
a beer
time
or something?
to get to work.
Okay.
I think that is at least 7.5, if not more.
Oh, yeah, totally.
That's my guess. Well, yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, it always had DRG always had KPIs, and I remember because you remember when we were
Oh,
when
yeah,
we were
that's
first
true.
when we were first playing with Bulin.
Yeah.
There's a new mission type. Hang on a second.
There is a new mission type?
There's a new mission type, and it is about a rival mining company hitting Hoxus
No
with
shit.
their like robotic equipment that they just send over there to steal your shit.
That's fun.
Yes.
That's actually really neat. I like that.
So our engineer, which we call the Technomancer, Mike Buland, he is actually working the night shift at Desert Bus. So obviously show him some love if you're on the stream, right? But here's the thing is that even just seeing the KPIs for them, it's like for when Brenna was playing Animal Crossing, the idea that you were earning like Nook miles and exchanging them, I thought that was like a funny, cute system. For Brenna, she's like, wow, I feel incredibly manipulated by this. Fuck this loyalty program. I'm out.
Wow.
And with Buland, when we're playing, having fun, you go back to the terminal, you see the KPIs. It did not get Buland out of it, but the term KPI is such a psychological trigger.
I get that. I can totally get that.
Yeah, and I was just like, we got it. TWC Blank, they did not get a hold of me for this purpose, but I think that they're in a transitional period over there where it's like partly live and partly remote, and so
it's got to be hard with everything. that's
oh
going
my
on.
gosh, yeah, I'm not gonna get in their face about that kind of stuff. Yeah, one is not. Now we need cool themes so that we can craft another microbrew, pico brew technically.
Oh yeah.
So we just need
Someone had some shit. There was a good suggestion.
the vibes. So there's always great suggestions.
No. It was incredibly relevant. Oh, a Desert Bus beer.
Wow,
what it was.
we certainly could. There is the C Team finale, honestly.
Just all the grains
Tomorrow.
mixed into one.
Yeah, that might be it. I'll put it in the list for sure. Because that C Team finale is here, live.
NFTs. No. we're gonna actually do.
NFBs.
We're gonna do fungible tokens. Like just fully fungible tokens.
Yeah, all good things. That's a classic episode for sure. But yes, that's tomorrow, 4 p.m. PDT. Oh, okay. Hang on. I just got a text from Mike. Mm-hmm. He says, make a beer about MFTs. They are huge.
They are the new thing. I mean, did you not put that in the list?
Hello, Michael.
MFTs. I heard it's the thing.
It's nice to see you. War Priest remix.
No, we already did that.
We did. We inverted a few of them, right?
Holy shit, Dr. Mondo, that's great.
What do we got?
Oh, he had a little value up.
Oh yeah, it's got to go this way.
Yeah.
MFT. Yeah. Oh no, MFTs. It's a joke.
Yeah.
See, it's like
we can make a beer around it.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, 'cause technically, then you can just screenshot the beer recipe, and there's your MFT.
It gets increased. MFT.
And somebody's gonna try and sue you over your screenshot.
Well, they're gonna send you a mean text.
Yeah, a really mean text.
I
I'm gonna get
couldn't
my
believe it,
lawyers
dude.
on
I had
you.
seen some tweets where it's like, "Hey, don't say my image," and I was like, It reminded me of like when you would beat someone in like a round of Halo on Xbox Live, and then they would send you like a voice message.
Yeah.
Yeah, just drive me in the streets, bro. It's like, okay.
Okay, why don't we just play again?
Oh man, dude, the best experience. Did this ever happen to you? Like somebody sent you like a mean, like a pissy message after a round?
Yeah.
This happened.
worst.
This happened in Chromehounds once.
Wow,
And-
really?
yeah, exactly. And I was just like,
Of all games, like
yeah. I was like, this is like, I consider this sort of like a war simulation thing. I feel it's kind of hardcore.
Yeah.
He comes on and he's like, hey, you basically, long story short, that's his stupid voice, but basically we beat the shit out of him and his friends, and he was mad that that happened.
Oh, I mean,
And so
understandable,
then,
but
and so
you
then,
know,
so then I just
war is hell.
They send me the mean message. I initiate the voice communication.
Wait, you got back into game to talk to him?
Well, no, in Chromehounds you can't talk to the opposing team.
know,
at all.
so- yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm saying I went out into the system and sent a voice call request to him, and I was just like, it seems like things are going bad at home, buddy.
Holy
You know what I
shit.
mean? It
I had
seems
a
like
fireside chat with this kid?
Yeah, it seems like things are pretty rough over there, kid, champ.
And it was like a 60-year-old man?
No,
Like gargling scotch and a cigar?
He became quite angry.
Really?
He became quite angry.
To like what extent?
Well, there's to the extent that you can when you're on Xbox. There's nothing. Goose egg. You can't do shit.
You never know these days.
But these days are different.
Yeah.
Back then, somebody would just be
Yeah.
like, "Meow, meow, meow." Yeah, we hadn't figured out how to weaponize the police
Yes.
against people who beat us in games back then. Now, trolling with life. Oh, the stream is now on my car radio in Forza. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, now.
You can do that?
C Team Finale, we got merch fungible tokens, obviously.
Yeah.
Their value is going this
To the
way,
moon. To the moon.
this way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They can only go up.
currently they cost $0.
It literally can only go up.
There's only upside
Yeah.
on this one. Stonks. The fun and fungible. All right, now, C Team Finale, MFT. We can choose one of the. Take a look over there. Get MFT futures.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
the
so
futures-
bright. It's so bright. I have to wear shades.
Wow, really bringing that one back, huh?
You wouldn't download. My children sent me. Gen Z is a fucking trip, first of all. But my children both sent me this at different times. It's an image that says, "You wouldn't download a gender."
Amazing. I'm
Yeah.
not even mad. Like, that's fantastic.
Yeah, CM, I would download a car for fucking absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, these motherfuckers, they both said it to me at different times. You wouldn't download a gender. Incredible.
Man, these MFTs are not going to the moon.
Almost had 100%, but someone decided
That was Josh.
one.
It had to be Josh.
It wasn't, it was someone else.
You work professionally on software for it's a download. Wow, Scotland. At the forefront, Pirrell.
A download of cars to site? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's really close. Exactly. You know what, Stiggs? We should let it run. No. It's not happening. It's the C Team Finale. Let's all be sad together. No, so we wrote technically just a CAD data, but still.
Yeah.
So if you had a large enough printer, I guess you could get.
Yeah, if you really just took a lot of
You
time.
could get hog ass
Yeah.
wild.
Like this took me like 3 years to print, but man, is it finally done.
It's got the rubber band in there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like the planes, like the balsa wood planes. You can fucking wind the shit out of it. Yes, I know that they can 3D print a car. It's a joke. God damn it.
they're 3D printing houses now.
All right. Yes, Tyrannosaurus. Let's be said together. Yeah. So in the last episode, there's lots of lore. So I have access to the lore sheet that everyone is contributing to for the last episode, and it's oof. It's oof tier. It is
I saw it.
emotionally excruciating.
Not really.
Yes, it is.
It is.
It's very painful, Eric.
Yeah,
All right, now.
it's great.
All right, so we have what we need now. It's about style. So
Yeah.
C team finale. So is it like the last drink there in the Drawn Courtier?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Is this actually more for the enthusiast?
No.
Is this recognition by the company of the chapter? I mean, who knows?
Is it the? I mean.
Oh, Tyrannosaurus, there are lore treats for you. There is a little lore twist I think you will enjoy for the last round.
Yeah, we never left the inn.
Yeah, God.
Chainsaws.
Chainsaw Kraken, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a good hook. But first, let's choose a style. So in terms of styles that have got the good flavor.
Yeah, but I think we
we're
need,
talking
like-
about something you can cry into. Do we want a Goza because it has the salt from the tears?
Fuck no, that's too dumb. Like it's too out there for a last beer.
You're saying we got to celebrate.
Yeah. A Goza is just kind of like a hipster's like playground.
Yeah, Demetrius, that would be amazing. I have access to everybody's 3 questions. Wouldn't that be an interesting thing to put up at the end? I think that's a great idea. Clocking out, absolutely. You won't wonder where people go. We had the sort of. I mean, the truth is, I did essentially the finale of their work arc, what they were intended to do. That happened in the last episode. So we have a full episode tomorrow just to say goodbye, right? And I've always liked that when a show does it. I like it when a show resolves the episode before. And then don't forget, you can also look forward to a game at PAX Unplugged just for fun. But it's our intention to handle that end to end in the next episode, and then everything else is cream. So what are you thinking?
I don't know.
These flavors.
I'm literally just
ESB.
no.
No.
I need a German beer, like a celebratory German beer.
Comedy Reflex. I think it's all established. There is a Omen still alive. The one that is referred to as 6. That's it. The rest of them are wrecked. Any other ersatz Omen that you see after that is not a part of the original group.
I think we do a German Pils, a Hellesbach.
Oh, so we're going classic.
Yeah, well, it's those things like you should be putting it in a stein and then cracking the stein together, off of.
Yes, it's something you can slam together, right? Oktoberfest is another great one. If what you're looking for is those fest beers,
Yeah.
that'll hit it.
Yeah, and let's do
Well, and they're all good. And the best part about these styles is you can drink an unlimited number of them.
yeah, we could do a Weizenbach
Now, what is a Weizenbach?
wheat beer.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like a Märzen. Man, listen to that go.
Yeah.
And that's the scent.
Going real
That's the
good.
scent you want. We definitely attempted to drink an unlimited number at Oktoberfest. It didn't go great. Someday, man.
Yeah.
My fantasy is to get sick in Germany drinking beer
throwing
at
up.
Oktoberfest. Dude, so I talked to a Christian.
Yeah, he's coming
Here.
unplugged.
Well, this is running. No, he can't come to unplug.
What?
Didn't work.
Son of a...
Didn't work out. So Christian is our pal from Der Schwarzwald, and he's a super cool guy. And we met him at a PAX. He's like a fan of AI. Just a super cool guy. He loves AI and he likes wargaming. And so we have played.
Like, man, we could really...
We can be a good friend with this person.
Yeah.
And so we have played war games with Christian basically at every PAX for years. And he is not able to come to Unplugged just because of the business environment.
I mean, it's probably super busy for him right now, which is great.
No, it's even weirder than that. It's just the business environment. Here, so very quick, while this is running, right? Hang on, I have to tell my friend Eric something. So, Christian Franz, right?
Yeah. As a business.
He has a business
In Germany.
Exactly.
Yep.
And
Black Forest.
there's a chef
Yep.
at his like hotel, right? And the chef is like, hey, I'm out.
Oh, shit.
I'll be here, I'll do the season, I'll be here for 6 months, but I gotta be out. I'm gonna be out of this industry. And then in like a few weeks after that, he's like, hey, yeah, somebody else gave me a better job to be a chef, so I'm gonna go there. And so it's like, okay, wow. And so then,
So what you're telling me is you're not really out of this industry. You're just a dick.
so exactly right. And so a long-term, like a long time, somebody who would like come to the hotel for years came and he's like, hey, sorry, we don't really have a chef. And he's like, but I'm a father. I mean, I have fed children. They're still alive. I can whip you up something that will give you nutrition enough to get to the next day. And she's like, no problem. No big deal. He gets behind the fucking oven and he's like, this is what I want. He didn't even understand it. He gets behind that oven to cook food for the people in the hotel. And he's like, this is actually what I want to be. He trained to be a chef.
What?
Yes, he is now also a chef. He multi-classed into chef.
I mean, that's impressive.
I mean, I completely agree.
But who's going to run the hotel?
God only knows. I assume also him. But there's also, listen, it's his dream, okay? He wants to make spatzel.
Like he doesn't have to go anywhere to satisfy his dream. Like it's right in his own home.
Chef Franz.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. He leveled up. Now,
Amazing.
Weizenbach.
All right.
So we have so this is a sweet, like a rich, sweet wheat beer.
It is a strong, malty, fruity wheat beer, combining the best malt and yeast flavors of a Weiss beer with the malty, rich flavor, strength, and body of a Dunkelsbach.
Dude, that sounds like something I could cry into that
Oh, yeah.
at the culmination of a 5-year campaign. I feel like it would be able to sustain tears in that solution.
Yeah. Or bring them out, one of the two.
Yeah, it's going to extract them round cup 3. Exactly right, Dirt. That is exactly right. That sounds like $1 million. Oh, I was going to say, Fo, you know perfectly well who we're talking about. You know as well as anybody. Yeah, that little bit of salt. I mean, we know this with chocolate chip cookies, right? That little bit of salt is going to bring the sweet out of this beverage. All right. So do we need our guide rails?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, now, because, we're making all of these by hand here at the show, there is every possibility of going a little bit off style with some of this stuff. Yeah, the tears turn into a goza. It just depends on how many tears.
Okay, so ABV usually between 6.5 and 9. So what does that mean for this beer?
There's Weizenbachs that are 9%? Mm-hmm. Holy shit. Okay, well that's on the table, I guess.
So hop is like, or 9% is like, man, we're getting bombed after this long time. The lower end is like, let's have a ton.
No, the lower end is like, let's talk about our favorite episodes let's talk about some of these character arcs.
Yeah.
9 is like you were drinking medicinally.
Yeah.
Right? Speaking of which,
Oh yeah, go for it.
I'm way into it now that I know it's supposed to
Listen,
taste like
I
this.
really like it. I just don't. I can't drink a lot of beer today.
That's fine.
Look at that. It looks great.
Good pour on that one. God damn.
Wow. It has a soda-like fizz to it. You're
Don't
right.
it? Don't it? Now take a look at this here. I think it's because it's not fully in the suspension.
Yeah.
Right? But take a look at the color up on the.
I know. It's looking.
That is looking
looking right.
rich and red. Dude, that is
Yeah.
going to fucking kill.
I'm excited for that beer.
It's going to kill. Okay, so it looks like, I mean, my impression, just looking at the vote, is that what we would like to do is obliterate the pain.
Holy shit! I guess so. Nobody's gonna be feeling a thing after this one.
God, that's a great taste. That's really, really good. You're exactly right, though.
Yeah.
It needs a little, it needs that carpet of CO2 just to carry that sweetness. Because right now it's a little
I
cloying.
might call it effervescence.
They might. 9%. Good Lord.
Okay, let's check out our color on this. Usually it's between 6 and 25, but what does that mean? Right?
6 and 25. Wow,
Right,
that's
yeah,
broad.
yeah, it's pretty broad. I mean, we can really go. Yeah, 25 is like your bloodstained cloak on the table of the tavern, right?
Yeah, I mean, so why don't we just go 6, 16, 25, give you the middle slice out of each of these.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, color vibe, God, which one is it? It could just be the mood, because it can be high ABV, and it's sort of like crying through the rain type thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is about the mood,
Yeah.
I think, ultimately, because 6 is a different universe
Right.
from 26,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Absolutely. Did you? Oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and Tyrannosaurus,
super
that's
cool.
exactly right.
Yeah.
The color, in any of these cases, the color is fine,
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I feel
We
like
got good slices.
I feel like 6 and a lighter color is more celebratory, and like the darker
Yeah.
color is like, fuck, we made it through it, right? Like,
Yeah, we
you know what I mean?
survived.
Yeah.
And let's be quite clear, it was our intention to play the game at a real table with each other like we had started it.
Yeah.
And when we made that decision, there was not even a vaccine yet.
No.
Back then, of course, they said a vaccine would take 5 years, right?
Yeah, and it was put out astronomically quick, and
And it was
you know.
it was bonkersville. But I'm just saying, like, we had that dream when we couldn't even have really done it.
Right. Prologue over. Nice. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, listen, I will be honest with you. I think that the course that they've charted
Oh, interesting. Okay.
is in the middle.
Yeah. It's happiness with pain.
I like
There's
it.
a song there.
You know what? Consider
Remember that
it.
song?
I seem fine out in rain.
No. Happiness.
No. But anyway, like right in the middle here, that is where we dwell. So it's probably worth
Oh.
marking. Oh, EMW. Yeah. It's just CW Tycho is my name on there.
Okay.
And CW gave his mic. It's easy.
Bitterness. Not overly bitter beers.
No, it's German.
Yeah, it's there to balance out the malt and the wheat, because we're gonna throw a
inflect
lot
it.
of fucking wheat in this.
Yeah. It's just it's at 9%, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty serious stuff.
So, I mean, anywhere between 15 and 30 is the usual IBUs. Mm-hmm. So, everybody hurts sometime, yeah.
So give this. Yeah, no, bitterness, I mean, obviously you're welcome to interpret it in either way, right? But its purpose is just to sort of like inflect the sweetness of it, because this is going to be sweet.
It is.
It's big.
Well, I mean,
You're going to need a knife to cut this malt.
I mean, it's not thick, but like incredibly.
It's like that. I mean, I would say that it's even like a little bit beyond a typical Irish red. Like these German beers are like.
This is a
how-
Weissbach? Nowhere even close.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of all the wheat.
Well, no, exactly. I mean, you could like push it down on it with a spoon. It's thick and rich.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Mrs. Buttersworth.
Ooh. Let me start on
No,
pancake.
iceberg, 2 C's.
Compared to what?
Does Weiss mean what?
Oh,
Wheat.
yeah. Wheat.
Oh, I thought you were asking what
yeah.
the Weiss meant.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty funny. I mean, what? Yeah, wheat. Oh,
So what's Edelweiss?
a song.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. We're on the same page. As far as that goes. Triple C. T.R. Williams, I'm loving this. We're kind of elevating the procedure. Well, I know it's a flower.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, Weiss. Okay, Weiss means white.
Yeah. Weizen.
Weizen means sweet. Okay. So what's a Weiss beer? Oh, it's a white beer.
Yeah,
They're like colored
We're making a
beers.
Weizenbach.
Oh, no, exactly. For me, it's just the parts of the words
okay,
that I had incorrectly.
I see what you're getting at, yeah.
Yes. Oh, Beckenbauer, we knew. We know exactly what it is. We appreciate it. And we know that you know also. But yes, EMW, you're welcome at any time. We kick out invites when we play. You're at Weiss. Anytime we play, you're welcome to join the World War crew, for sure. We stream it typically on Fridays, but we play it a lot.
I still gotta download it.
Please do.
Yeah.
What's the card in there? The video card?
1090.
Yeah, fine.
I'm still like searching for a 30.
Good fucking.
whatever,
Well, it's the same. It's the same dynamic, and it's the same pricing, frankly, as when you try to get a new system,
I could
like
literally
a new
just buy,
console.
like I could literally just buy a full PC
Yes.
with the card in it for the same price as just singly buying. A
Exactly right. It's like when you were sort of forced to purchase
Yeah.
a full system with the bundle.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I was shocked that 1080 was still doing plenty of work. 1080 is still doing plenty of work, but I mean, once you hit the 2, that's when you get those tensor cores and you get to do some of their crazy shit. Miami Vice.
Ah! Amazing.
Yeah, it's been soulless.
What?
Blind Cleric. 23.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Okay, so what we want to do first before we pick our like base grain on this one, because this is an interesting build.
Yeah.
Traditionally, this beer is 50% minimum wheat.
Yeah, a lot of German beers are, it's about the percentages, right? Yeah.
So, but we can go up to 70% if we really want to get like crazy with it, right?
Okay, well, what would be the best, so we can give them some data over here. What would be the best?
Is there a wheat?
Yeah, we have a white wheat here.
There you go.
Okay. So I'm just going to give it a quick chew and let you know the basics.
Good.
Yeah,
like it?
it's really good. But I mean, obviously, when you're talking about sweetness, it has it. We can make beer with this. We can extract that sugar.
Oh God!
But the other thing that it has,
Like, are you?
no. I'm an evangelical, which I would say is essentially a cult.
So, when you take the sacrament, you get a little like wafer.
Oh
that you
yeah.
eat.
Well, I'm familiar with that. We have a parody of that sacrament in the evangelical belief.
And this tastes exactly like that wafer.
Well, there you
Really
go.
Funny.
Yeah, but the main thing that it
That's
has,
wild. That's
But
some,
it's body.
That's some weird.
So when we're talking,
I'm gonna need to take a moment.
I feel ashamed.
Yeah, I feel a lot of guilt. I need to.
I need to talk
Go
to
confess
an
or
adult
something?
man
Yeah.
about how I handled myself.
Yeah, Jesus.
Now,
Literally.
right? Oh, yes, exactly. Right. But I'm saying it is sweet. But I would say the main thing that it communicates is actually. So we talk about structure a lot. The mouthfeel on wheat is very distinct. It is a strong texture that exists, and that would be great tipping it back, right? And so when we're talking about the percentage, it's how much of that structure do we want to be in the base? Now we can inflect it with a bunch of other grains, but that's very stable.
Right. So, but the question is, do we want to go? I mean, so minimum we have to put 50
It's with
in.
us, yeah, exactly.
But we can ramp it up if we really want to.
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, in terms of I wrote 50. That's not what I'm trying to do. 50.
50 wheat.
50 cent. Blood on the Sand, obviously an incredible product. Just got added and back compat. I'm ready to play anytime. You let me know. It's co-op.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Didn't they add like 70 new games for that?
they say that's the last one.
That's.
It's cool though. That list is plump. Now
I got to get onto the Switch and see what did they release all the old games yet?
yeah,
Or is that coming
Nah,
still?
you need like the fancier version of their online pass.
Right, which is fine. I'm willing to pay for
It's
that.
there now. It's there.
But it's there.
Yeah.
I'm really only doing it for 2 games or 3 games: Shadowrun, Shining Force, and Phantasy Star 4. Those are the only 3 games that I want to see if they're on that list.
See, I had a C64 and then I had an Amiga and then I had a PC. So there's so much of that classic Sega stuff that was just never part of my life.
So good. And actually the Dune. Oh, so you never played the Dune?
No, I saw it though. I saw it though. Like,
Dune-
how far ahead of the fucking game is
curve?
that? Well, it's Westwood.
Right, but like
Right?
nothing like that had. I mean, stuff, but like Command and Conquer wasn't even a thought at that point.
But Command and Conquer is absolutely based on Dune.
Yeah, that Dune
It's not close, right?
game on Sega was unreal. I didn't even know what I was playing at the time. Like I was just like, what is that?
That's how far ahead of the game it was. You had no idea what to even call that style, right? Apple II, then PC, yes. See, I know exactly what you mean. Does the Shadowrun FPS PvP even exist at this point? Chainsaw? I don't think so, not anymore.
No, I think there are like private servers you can go play it on.
Yeah, there might be. I liked it at the time.
Yeah.
I thought it had some really neat vibes.
No, but the Shadowrun, the Sega Shadowrun game is my favorite, almost my favorite game of all times.
Yeah, because it's a full-on RPG.
Yeah.
See, I love that era because a lot of times you would address, after that, it was like, hey, we're making one game and we're making a version of it for these 2 systems.
Right.
In the SNES Genesis era, sometimes those were completely different games.
And that was the epitome of it.
right?
Like,
that's the apex of it.
yeah, I mean, that Shadowrun game for Genesis is nothing like the SNES. And what's funny is people love the SNES version. I thought it was complete shit.
Well, if you don't have the other experience, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Dances with Dirt. I played Neuromancer on the C64. That was one of the first games I ever bought. Like, if my mom had known what I was reading in Neuromancer, right? I mean, I went to the library and got Neuromancer, and I have read that book as an adult, and it's like, that shit is hard fucking core.
Yeah.
That's some real shit. I read that when I was 12. I did not understand it at all.
I for a 12-year-old, there's some stuff in there. I mean, it's not like it's like heavy like stuff, but
they're big
adult-
ideas. But
yeah.
even my misunderstandings of Neuromancer have like affected my entire life. It was so cool.
Oh yeah, BloodNet was great.
God, it was cool.
Yeah, BloodNet was PC. I think it was a 3.5 disc.
What the hell is BloodNet?
It was a mix between Cyberpunk and Vampire.
What?
Really
What
good.
the fuck?
Fucking wild.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Did it twist your head off?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Did you die?
It was good.
Were you killed by the game?
Wow, you can get it on GOG? What?
Did you ever play the so after they did Magic, they were like, hey, listen, we can make other types of games, and every one of them didn't succeed necessarily. Did you ever play Wizards Vampire TCG?
Yeah, Jihad? Yeah.
What'd you think?
That's great.
I thought it was really cool.
So what's interesting is, so it was Jihad for like 2 years, and they were like, well, we probably shouldn't call it this.
Yeah, let's not call it Jihad.
Yeah, let's change it to Vampire: The Eternal Struggle or whatever it was. But there's a company called Black Chantry that still puts out cards for that system. Renegade came out and did their own version, like the rivals. But Black Chantry is still doing the old card game, which is, I mean, there's still a...
Awesome. Well, I was surprised to learn on the tweet.
Crimson. I think I still have Jihad cards too. And what was great was like on each one of those cards, there was always like a quote from a song. Like there'd be Cure quotes and stuff, right?
That was so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
I liked the vibe.
Yeah.
60%. So we're splitting the difference here. Plenty of room to play, but there's a lot of base.
Okay.
And this structure obviously will support us in our time of grieving.
No, I think that's real cool. So to balance this out, do we want to use Pilsner, which is going to be really dry and crisp and clean?
Exactly right.
Or just go with the Copeland Pale, which is going to be a sweeter pale malt?
What was the first choice? The Pilsner?
Pilsner.
Oh, regular old Pilsner?
Yep.
Crisp and clean?
Yep.
Yep, and that's a great choice. Yes, pale, exactly like the writer.
Man, there was like a string of like that TCG era was crazy. Like there was the Marvel Overpower game, there was a Star Trek game,
Everybody
Star
was
Wars
dude,
one.
This is the thing. Everybody
the
was
original Netrunner was out.
exactly. Well, what's funny is that then Fantasy Flight got a hold of Netrunner. I was overjoyed.
Oh, they did a fantastic
and they
job
worked
with
on
that.
it for a super long time. But even that died. But the community still makes sets.
Oh yeah, there's a whole.
I didn't know about this.
So there were two things that happened, and Dave actually got me into it.
Yeah, you played the co-op.
Yeah.
Not co-op. There's like a legacy version of
Terminal
Netrunner.
Directive.
Yeah.
And but there was a site called Genteki.net, I think
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
They literally scanned all the cards in so you could play. But then another
Digitally, or you'd print them?
digitally, and you would just play
Oh,
digitally.
Jesus.
But there was another fan-based company that has now come out and has continued on the project and is doing cards. I'm like, that is a fan base.
Right? But it was a special game because,
I think it was brilliant. Like
the fact of its utter, absolute asymmetry.
right.
I don't know that the market can support that type of game in the traditional model, which is why I was glad they made it like one of their living card games, right?
Right, and
that makes sense.
I mean, for at least 2 to 3 years, it was myself, Dave, Nick from the warehouse, and our friend Andrew from Mox.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday night, we would go down to Mox and play Netrunner. Like that was Tuesday.
I saw you
nights.
there, dude, because I was there all the time.
Yeah.
I saw you guys over in the cafe.
Yeah.
Right? In the booth.
That was our Netrunner night, and it was awesome.
They want that Copeland Pale.
Cool.
Yeah, so this is going to tip back real nice so far. That Copeland Pale is sweet, but still, I mean, obviously compared to the wheat, a much cleaner taste. I didn't play Doom Trooper times New Opponent because it's not real. It's not a real game. You made it up to feel special. So that's sad, obviously. You mean? But Blind Cleric, the fact of the matter is, I mean, isn't Mox expanding into, isn't Mox going to Arizona next?
Possibly.
I mean, I had heard something like that. I think Mox is going to be national. I'd be shocked as hell if they weren't. Yeah, sorry, TNP. Rough stuff. Sláinte, Spidey. Doomtown, yeah, I played Doomtown back in the day. Doomtown's very, very good. I know that Arizona is not Colorado, but you have to understand, when we were learning geography, we focused on the Pacific Northwest because it's the best.
Wow.
I didn't find out about New York
Until I was like 36.
until sitcoms.
Until Seinfeld.
Yeah.
What was our ABV again?
The ABV's 9.
11 billion.
Oh, Spidey. Absolutely. Thanks so much. I would say 1,000 welcomes, but I'm sure I would butcher it. I started strong with a sláinte and I'm out.
Cilantro.
Let's see. Yeah, Spidey Mark, cilantro. Exactly. No, Doomtown was really, really good. I mean, I liked the classic 40K game also, but the 40K card game, did you ever play that back in the day?
Oh.
It was weird because you'd buy a pack, you'd buy like a booster pack. Some cool, good games don't work with the business models, right? Yeah. So they had 5 factions by the end, but you'd open a booster pack and it would be a mix of cards from 5 different factions.
Okay. Oh, interesting.
It was bonkersville.
Yeah. So we could be done right now.
With our malt base?
This is it. But we're not at the color we want, right? Mm-hmm. Because we were going for a 16.
So we know now we have a cool.
So we could just tip the scale a little with some caramel and crystal.
Yeah,
right.
Just thumb it.
Yep. Give us some head retention and some caramel flavoring. What other flavors? I mean, really, we can put. Do we want to go more roasty with this? Do we want to go more bready?
But we won't even need that much, right?
Right.
So crystal for color. I consider that sort of the basic option, right? What else would be interesting in there? Maybe a carafa too.
That's gonna.
I mean,
if you want to,
it wouldn't be much, right?
It'd be like a fleck. Yeah, it'd be like a Bella fleck. Like.
Nope. I see now that I was wrong. I'm gonna put that back. That tastes
Beckenbauer, yeah, we could try some Munich in there. That's not a bad.
Munich is not a terrible choice, but what about Special B?
We've used a lot of it, and it's caramel for sure.
What about Special B?
Oh, I'm not gonna argue it.
What about Special B, Eric? Don't you want Special B?
Listen.
Oh, what a great taste. It would be so good in there. Anyway, something to consider.
Okay.
Melanoid.
What?
Melanoid malt would be great.
Yeah, you can do that too. Look at Josh coming in from the sidelines with a great.
It's a tasty choice. Now, we have a melanoid, don't we?
Yep, right down the bottom, second from the last.
I see. It's one of the ones you can see. It's like behind my laptop.
Yep.
Here.
Melanoid is good
So
because...
melanoid, also called exhibit malt.
Yeah. It pimps your beer. So the point of
Very
this
weedy.
These beers are typically made with decoction mashing, so this is incredibly appropriate to put in the beer because it mimics that type of mashing.
Yep. This is it's basically New Game Plus for malt.
Right.
So that would be a really, really cool choice as well. So do you like this spread?
It's great.
Let's hit it. Oh, and you can't even begin to imagine. Oh God, what a great shot of the library!
Yeah, that's really cool.
Let me give you the Vanna White.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
With my cool typewriter tattoo. Bajow. Now, you can't even begin to imagine Mike's pleasure. So Riot basically dropped 2 yesterday when Microsoft was like, hey, yeah, go download Halo for free and play it as much as you want. I was like, wow, that's kind of a turning point. And then the very next day on Tuesday, Riot drops 2 games simultaneously.
Really?
Yeah. There's a rhythm game. Do you ever play those classic Bit Trip rhythm games?
Yeah.
Like they were like on the Wii U and shit like that. Oh man, mwah, so good. They made a rhythm game using Riot characters from League of Legends.
What?
That's out today. And then Ruined King from Joe Mad. Airship Syndicate, so Battle Chasers, Darksiders, right? They're doing a collab with Riot to make a game that's like a combination adventure game and JRPG.
That's cool.
So anyway, Mike is going to be playing that from 1:30 to 3.
Man, yeah, can't we get like a Parappa again?
We literally just played through all those games at my house.
Really? That's fantastic.
No,
what about Taiko Drum Master?
Me and the kids. I have that too, dude. Yeah. I have it. I have the controller.
Yeah, it's great.
Speaking of 1:30, we have like 4 minutes.
Yeah, you know what? You're not the boss.
Yeah, hey.
Here, we're getting it. Special B.
All right.
It worked out.
Okay, great. Delightful.
So we need Special B. We need yeast, a hop, and a name. So be thinking about your name. Donkey Konga. There was a period of time in my life, Niekman, where I had where I had a piece of luggage, a wheeled piece of luggage with a handle, with 4 sets of drums, a GameCube, and all the cables. I literally carried this with me to parties, and I'm not even making a joke. Now,
It was the hit.
Now, yeah, I made friends that way. All right, here. So, hop. What sound good?
I don't know what flavors. I mean, we can do. You can literally put any flavor in.
What's the
this we want.
celebration? I mean, I feel like we don't want something like a pine.
No.
We want something. I think that we want something
Like
interesting,
fruity, tropical fruity,
sweet.
citrusy.
I mean, against that background.
El Dorado is like a fucking.
Against that backdrop, I think El Dorado offers stone and tropical fruits, right?
It is pineapple, pear, watermelon, and stone fruit. Bright tropicals. I think that's a great one.
Yeah, especially against our bed of sweetness there. That's going to work great.
Iceberg is saying Hallertau.
Well, Hallertau is a classic. Hallertau is a noble hop.
Yep.
Oh, you think about that Idaho 7?
Yep. Zesty tangerine that is reminiscent of marmalade.
Yep.
Pleasant.
So marmalade, sweet citrus.
Herbal character that melds with the citrus to come across like a fine Earl Grey tea.
Oof. Now that is that has got a memory vibe. And then Hallertau, obviously, that's one of the classic German hops, which means it would be a very, very appropriate for this beer.
Yep, it is mild, slightly fruity and spicy, flowery, even hay-like. I would say one of those three. Sound delightful.
Yeah. When they say hay, of course, they mean sweet grass.
Yeah, not horse blanket or
Yeah,
whatever it's called.
and so I'm detailing that in a particular way. Yeah. So Pudding Center, is Hallertau a good board game?
What?
There's a like a hop growing.
Oh, that's fun. There's been a lot of.
See, well, we haven't had it happened over because everybody was drinking nonstop the last 2 years, and
Right,
so they're like,
right,
"Wow, what a theme!" Yeah, the notes of horse blanket is easy to get. You just put the wrong yeast. in.
Yeah, you just really screw the pooch on that one.
Yeah, farming and making beer. I mean, that's like those dynamics are the perfect Euro game dynamics. It makes perfect sense. Wow, dude, they are going hog-ass wild on this Hallertau. I mean, and I respect it, frankly, especially given the rest of the stuff that we talked about. Hallertau is also very appropriate for the style.
Right.
Yes, I mean, T.R. Williams, I'm not going to argue with you at all. Hallertau it is.
Okay, so
Yeah, we got yeast.
yeast. We're gonna do 3. We're gonna do the Bavarian Weizen yeast.
Oof.
Produces a classic German-style wheat beer with moderately high, spicy phenolic overtones, reminiscent of cloves.
Perfect.
Next is going to be the Hefeweizen ale. Produces banana and clove nose, traditionally associated with German wheat beers.
Yeah, exactly. And Belgians.
And the Hefeweizen 4, which is kind of really neat. This is large clove and phenolics with minimal banana, citrus, and apricot notes. Crisp and drinkable with some sulfur production.
I love it. I love it. Now, in your minds, Super Slayer, unfortunately, it's not going to work. Well, we have exactly what you need, Dirt. So, now, as this is going, in your mind, in your mind's eye,
What was our
get those names ready.
IBU?
It's my pleasure to tell you that our IBU is 23.
Fucking great, right there.
Well, especially with Hallertau.
Yeah.
4% alpha. I mean, is that
No, it's not big.
crazy?
No, it's delightful.
We can use more of the bag. Wouldn't that be a treat?
Yeah, it's the whole bag.
Tales from the Malt. They crave this Hefeweizen. And look,
yeah,
it's
look at
right.
that.
It's right. I mean, what's so cool to me is that this is going to work for the theme,
Yeah.
but it also works for the style. Of course, the channel has done it again. 100% now. In your mind, consider these names because we got to get this stream over to my man, Mike Krahulik. All right, Hefeweizen it is. Now, what are we looking for? All good things, always a classic. I wrote all good songs.
I got your text. It's like, show! Like, oh yeah. I was talking to Ryan.
I know, it's funny. I often get stuck talking to Ryan. Oh, Last Call. No, that's a great name.
The last drop. Oh, damn. Tapped out? Come on. These are all great. We love you. Nice. Test market end. Cash out. Damn. Closing team. Oh. Picture perfect.
Yeah, the C stands for closing.
Severance pour. Shit.
Team.
That's great. Yeah. Ending credits. License expired. Doom. Fuck, that's brutal.
Ending credits would look so good on a can.
it really would. Final. Yeah.
The C beer. The C stands for beer. 5 more years. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, hey, now Denouemalt. Jux, you know I love it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's your...
By
I
bailiwick.
feel like that's your favorite word to say. Like, it's up there.
It tastes good.
Right.
If I say the word denouement, I don't need to eat for 3 days.
Like, if you get a chance to utilize it, it just...
Epiloguer. Now, look.
Week's end, ooh.
Obviously, times we've had our differences on account of your wicked hate speech toward me. But
Denouemalt? Holy shit!
yeah, Denouemalt's pretty good.
They're all, yeah.
Here, so Jux, are you down? Here, what if I claps? Mike says this is his time. Okay, sorry. Here, listen.
Hey!
Here, I'm gonna get rid of Denouement. We're gonna keep Denouement. Here we go. Take a look at these. It's a big
our
list.
time. Up
It's
there
a big
is
list.
Mike's time.
It's a big list. Look at the board. Always be closing. Yeah. God, Josh, man, we're gonna be coming in hot. I hope you got that transition ready because I'm about to grip it.
Rip it and rip it.
Yeah, listen, nobody wants anything but Denouemalt. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Denouemalt, it is a collabo.
How do you spell that? D-E-N.
Denouemalt, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, yeah, it's real tender. I mean, agreed. Now, hey, listen. So I'm going to send you over to Mike. He's going to check out the Ruined King. That's that new Riot Airship Syndicate collabo. I got nothing but love, right? Now, we're going to reconfigure this space. Eric is going to head home.
Yeah.
It's just going to be me and Keek for the afternoon stream. Keek is going to bring out those orc planes. I guess we're going to see what those do.
I'm so jealous.
I was just
I'm
going to
so
say,
jealous. Like I saw
drive up there, get comfy.
I'm gonna be laying
get
in bed
cozy.
like-
Exactly. Get comfy, get cozy. It should be
kills
said that your boy Eric toiled under unpleasant physical conditions in order to bring you this program. So when you are at home, in comfort, DoorDash is en route.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Feel free to watch it. Let me know what you think about that orc stuff. Until then,